Hi guys, Passet Baller here. Good day to everyone. I hope everyone's actually doing fine, especially those who are here in the Philippines. It's back to ECQ. Those who ain't vaccinated yet, if we can avoid not to, if we can avoid not to go out, please stay at home. And if you need to go out, please make sure that we will be following safety protocols. This is for our own safety. All right. So we would have discussions today about the medal rounds for Olympics, basketball Olympics. This is for the men's. All right. So let's start with. Oh well. Let's start with the battle for the bronze. It's kind of awkward because I think the battle for the gold medal fight would actually come first before this, but it is what it is. They have a reason why they're doing that, although I don't understand. But let's talk about the battle for the bronze first. Okay, so obviously that'll be Slovenia going up against Australia. All right, this will be at let me double check, 7 o'clock. So 7 o'clock p.m. That is Japan time, or same here same here in the Philippines. So that's gonna be 7 o'clock a.m. Eastern time. All right. Again, that's Slovenia going up against Australia. Before I talk about this, I'm just inviting everyone to click on the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet to this YouTube channel of ours, Passet Baller. Also, please include that bell logo. That way, automatically, you guys will be receiving notifications whenever there is a new video that's uploaded. Okay. All right. Slovenia going up against Australia. We all know, the stories behind these two teams. Slovenia lost to France by a point. That was an amazing block by Nicolas Batum towards the end of the game. It was a 1-point loss by Slovenia. While Australia, they lost, they got blown out, by USA. Australia had a very good start, they had the lead, and the lead was huge, but they were not able to handle it, Team USA, little by little, chipped the lead down until they got the lead, and the lead ballooned. All right, so here they are now, battling for the bronze. I'm looking at the spread right now. It's minus 1.5 for Slovenia and plus 1.5 for Australia. I won't disagree with this because obviously Slovenia actually is ahead of Australia, or is having the edge against Australia. Now, don't get me wrong. For Australia, I really like what they did here in the Olympics. I don't think a lot were expecting the same kind of performance from the Aussies. Of course, they're one of the best, but I really didn't initially. I didn't expect them to be in the final four until maybe I've seen them play for like 3 games, and I was telling myself, yeah, this team's legit. For Slovenia, it was expected. It was expected for them to be in the final four. Actually, a lot of people were expecting them to be in the finals, but again, it was a heartbreaking loss against France, and here they are now. For the talent, Slovenia, I would say has more talent. If you take a look at the papers, they would have more talent. Even though, if you take a look at Australia, I think Australia would have more NBA players, may it be active or not. But Slovenia, another advantage that they have, I would say they're a better team inside. And with the loss of Aaron Baines of Australia, I guess he got injured. I don't have the details, but I was able to read this online that he got injured because he slipped, and it wasn't even in the game, man. I think he slipped in a shower room or something. I don't really have the details. So that was a bad loss for Australia, man. He is a legit big. He provides defense, he provides rebounds. So losing him is actually a huge punch to the gut for Australia. So for sure, Slovenia would actually not really an easy time, but Slovenia would actually show their dominance against Australia, I would have to say. Australia wouldn't back down, but I think Slovenia would be able to easily cover the spread, especially the spread is just minus 1.5. I think Slovenia would actually at least try to snatch this bronze, because again, a lot of expectations were there for for this team. But if they can go home with at least a bronze, at least they would have something in their pocket going back. And again, I think they can easily go inside because of the lack of big presence in terms of Australia. Watch out for Australia though, because Australia can actually release or launch those 3-point shots. But I think at the end of the game, it'll be Slovenia who would beat Australia, and they would be able to cover the spread minus 1.5. Alright, so my pick on this one would be Slovenia minus 1.5. Again, that's Slovenia minus 1.5. Stick around for the next match, France versus USA. Peace out. Sorry. Pass I love, and God bless.